Sorry about the background noise. I'm in Sainsbury's to keep announcing things. Anyway, I'm into the carriage now on my own, running up and down, trying to open the door. Can't get any help. Nobody around. The door's not opening. I'm pulling all kinds of levers and buttons. Nothing's happening. And when I got back there, some guy had pulled the emergency cord for me, which was brilliant of him. And there's this buzzer going off, very loud siren in my ear, in this little compartment, deafening me. And we're still stuck in the station. It seemed like forever, but it was probably just 3 or 4 minutes. Anyway, some fat gibbon comes up from the buffet car, obviously just been there tucking some pies away. Anyway, he turns up with his British Rail badge on, or Virgin badge, whatever he had. And he says, "What's going on here? You're supposed to ask me. You're supposed to ask me. There's a sign that says you're supposed to ask me if you want to get off." I said, "Well, I would have asked you if I could have found you. Where have you been?" I stopped short at saying, "You've obviously been in the buffet car." Anyway, he said, "Well, you have to ask me." And he said, "Now the train's going to be delayed," and all the rest of it. I said, "Look, get the door open. I need to get off. I've got connections to make." And he says, "We're going to send you the bill. We're going to send me the bill for the train being delayed. So all the passengers, when they sue them because they never got to work in time, I'm getting the bill. Good luck with that one, mate." So I told him to knob off. I got off the train, and I now had a couple of minutes to get to the other platform, which was 3 or 4 platforms away. Met a lovely, lovely, helpful porter there who said, "Go over to the platform, blah, blah, blah. But I'm sorry to say the lift isn't working." So I had to carry the bike up the steps, down the steps, onto the platform, and got on my train just in time. Wonderful. There's Jobsworth number 1 out of the way. After 2 more changes, I think from Lewis to Newhaven was my last train, gets off at Newhaven, and by now it's nailing it down. Torrential rain, dark, gloomy skies all around, everyone miserable. And I have to cycle it with, I've not got my wet gear on because it was sunny in Shrewsbury and Birmingham, so I've only got my normal clothes on. I cycle it all the way to the ferry port where I'm going to get the ferry, and piss wet through basically. I go straight into the foyer, the entrance, call it what you like, and I put my bike just inside the door, behind another door, not harming anybody at all. And I start rooting in my bag to try and get some dry clothing, and lo and behold, Jobsworth number 2 turns up. "Sorry, can't leave your bike there, mate. There's a sign outside that says you can't bring your bike in it." I said, "Look, mate, I'm just going to get some dry clothes and then I'll be out of here." "Okay, I'm not doing you any harm." "Yeah, but if you did this, we'd have to let everybody in, and there's 70 bikes outside, and we'd have to let them all in." I said, "Look, mate, there's not 70 people here asking to bring the bikes in. Just let me get changed and I'll be gone." Anyway, managed to shoo him off for a bit, and I got changed, and he kept coming back. He was standing at the end, kept coming back. "We can't have this." I said, "It's all right, I'm going in it. I'll be gone in a minute." And he was standing watching me for ages. Eventually, in fact, I have to say, I milked it a bit and took a little bit longer than I should have done, because I was going back out into the rain, you see. Somebody directed me to the Sainsbury's down in the town. They said, "You've got 7 hours to wait till your ferry. You can go down there, get a cup of coffee. There's a nice cafe. You can use the Wi-Fi, and it'll be a good place to hang out for a few hours." I said, "Okay, thank you." Jobsworth number 2 is out of the way. I get the bicycle, cycle down to Shrewsbury. I was going to say to Sainsbury's. I'm cycling to Sainsbury's, absolutely soaked again. Although I've got my wet gear on now, it's all through my feet and everything, and I'm soaked. Get to the door of Sainsbury's and say, "Excuse me, mate, how do I get to the cafe around the other side? Is it through here? Is it through there?" And he's looking at me and he's looking at the bike, and he's saying, "Well, and this lad's a bit young," and he's saying, "It's around there, the cafe. It's that way." But I said, "I'll be all right. Well, now I can get through here with the bike." "Oh, I don't know about the bike. I don't think you can take the bike in, mate. You'll have to leave it here." I said, "It's got all my worldly goods in it, and I've got hours to wait, and I need to go and get dry and a cup of tea and what have you." "Oh, you can't take that." I said, "It'll be all right." I said, why can't I take it through?" He says, "There's nowhere to put it." I said, "Well, I'll sit on it." And he said, "Oh, well, that'll be interesting." I said, yeah, so you can come and watch if you like." So anyway, he leaves me and I go through. I put the bike in the entrance. There's masses and masses of places I can put it. He said, health and safety. Health and safety, there's nowhere to put the bike. Anyway, I'm in here, I've been in here for a couple of hours now, and the bike's fine, and everybody else is fine. Jobsworth number 3. So, at the end of this video, whatever job it is that you do in your life, ask yourself, am I a Jobsworth? If somebody needs help and they're in a predicament, am I the kind of person who will overlook the rules to help somebody out? Because, again, I like to quote from this book, The Grapes of Wrath. It starts off by Tom Joad getting a lift in a truck. He gets a lift in the truck, but there's a sign on the truck that says no hikers and no riders, something like that. And he said, didn't you see the sign? The driver says to him. He said, yeah, I saw the sign, driver. He said, but I know that there's some good guys around. There are some good guys around. Some people are not prepared to do the wrong thing just because some rich bastard tells them what to do. Anyway, it placed the bloke in a predicament, and he said, yeah, come on, get in board, I'm a good guy. But there are a lot of Jobsworths all over the world, in all the countries, in all the jobs. The big corporations love Jobsworths. They love them. What they don't realise is they're not really doing that good for the company. Because I enjoyed myself here today. I've spent a few quid. That Jobsworth nearly drove me elsewhere. So think about it. See you later. Bye.